What a great example of everything that we're talking about. Let me just refresh this page here. And here's my nervous magic moment of, yes, there we go, beautiful. This is going to be on YouTube. It's going to stay on the page here. It's something worth watching over and over and over and over and over again. It just shows the air in the body's concert hall is obviously resonating like nothing else. And there's no contortion in the body, no convulsion, no anything. There is shape change, and you can see him just getting the breath on. Light, shape change, disengaged. And it's the best of the best. And if you're young and you're watching this, you've got access to all of this amazing material all over the world on YouTube and on all these websites. So just watch them. And those of you that are teaching will know that we are producing better students than ever. The percentage of quality young players is increasing, of course, because of the fact that they've got access to videos like that, to great information, and it's just happening. So it's terrific. So if you can take from what we're doing there, hang on just one tick, it's really hot here today, and I'm going to just move my air conditioner around a little bit because it's actually not been really hot. You might have seen, if you've seen any of my social media stuff, I saw a tiny little fire start yesterday behind a hill just from my balcony, and within 3 hours it's turned into a major bushfire, and now after 2 days it's turned into an absolute disaster, which is horrendous. Miles and miles of beach all the way up the coast is burning, but luckily I'm south of it, and the wind's going out to the ocean, so I'm safe here. So very lucky to actually have power and to have internet. And the show must go on, my friends. So when you watch that video back again and again and again and again and again, you'll understand I'm going to use cornet today just to mix it up. We're impacting the pipe. We're disturbing the air in the pipe. And this is going to be wrong key, 2 octaves lower. I have never played it. I've got my piccolo there. It'd be great to work on. One of the million things we want to work on. But the whole concept of that, air in the body. Now, if you're watching these every day, you will know, and I'm going to just keep saying it, there's your lungs. Air's in the lungs. And then when you release from behind the tongue, roof of mouth, doesn't matter what part of tongue, there's plenty of other videos talking about that, but drop the tongue down, releases the air. No squeeze of the balloon, unless you're playing loudly and in the middle to upper register, then you need to support, so you give it some support. But generally, if I go passive, so no squeeze, nice breath in. Okay, so it's a passive G, and because I'm maintaining the volume on the D, there is a tiny little tap of the throttle, the accelerator, putting the foot on the gas, but only a little bit. And even when you get right up into the upper register, it's the same thing. Tiny amount, especially on pick, lightly, not too much air. It doesn't take much airflow. It's not much air moving, but it's high velocity air, but not where it should be. What's the first thing we do of the day? Eyes closed, soft breath, slow breath. There's the feeling. I can guarantee that when Maurice is playing that, all the way back through here is just, oh. I can guarantee it. Guarantee it. I can guarantee he's not playing like that. I can guarantee that. So, welcome to day 3. So, halfway through this session today is halfway through the challenge. Hump day. Don't know whether you use that term over in the UK or in the States, but we use hump day as the Wednesday, middle of the Wednesday in your working week. But where it's Tuesday here, so it's Monday in the States, but it's halfway through the week of the challenge, and it's 2.5 weeks in, 5-week challenge. Don't forget, here's the practice progress chart that I feel, I'm not going to look at it, but from last week. It's all filled out, and it's in an envelope. And then by the end of week 5 envelopes, even though I didn't put my first week in the envelope. I might go back and do it because the digital chart stored it. So without further ado, this is going to be a shorter, well, it's going to be real short if I can't find my metronome. Between having students here, and I've done 3 recording sessions in the last 2 days in my studio here. I've got a brand new Pro Tools set up, which is great. And all different. One's for a DJ, real heavy doof stuff. One is for a great guitar singer-songwriter up here. He's amazing. And the other one is for a track that you are all going to see soon, where I'm playing everything from trombone to piccolo. It's a massive composition that a friend of mine wrote, and it's going to be fun to record it all. Here we go. So, very quick routine again. Do the first 2 weeks and go through the routine correctly. Tonight's not a fav, and I've said it before, but tonight I'm not going through all of the different numbers. I'm only going to do a few. So if you're doing a practice routine, I don't have much time. I'm only going to look at a few. I'm going to show you how to do that. And that's what tonight's about. So I'm not going to be ticking too many boxes. So if I scroll down, if you're seeing this all for the first time, that's now. Check out the forum. It's great. The Windworks. Watch that video. Make sure you've signed up for the Largo status and get that done, because this is advanced what we're doing, especially now that we're up to F to B flat. There's a lot of things that need to be really nailed in the low register, from the low C, the foundation area. People are in a hurry to play high and are prepared to sacrifice all efficiency to force out notes. Now, you can do that, but you'll be like most of the people that I teach that are professional career players that have got to the point where they're just sick of playing because they're frustrated and unsatisfied. And I say it over and over again because it's true. When I talk to them, I've got another one tomorrow, I talk about, people with the same issues, and it sounds like I'm saying a marketing thing. It's just fact. There are a lot of really frustrated, heavy pro players, and I'm lucky to be able to have a chat to them. And we go back to doing all of this. First thing, second thing, 2 fingers. Now I'm being sent a bunch of videos. It's not too late to get your video in. Send me a video, Dropbox link, or whatever you like, Google Documents, whatever. It just means that your progress will be from only halfway through the challenge to the end, but I can still see what's going on. But there are people that have sent videos from week 1, and so get involved because it's good for you to recognize when you do these charts to actually feel your improvement. It's really hip. It's really cool. I mean, well, I'm enjoying it. I know a bunch of the people that are here doing it are really enjoying it. So that's good. I'll do a quick breathing bag. I do have to do my long note. Again, for those of you that are watching every day, I said at the end of week 2 that every day I need to do my 1 minute long note. I was shown the breathing bag years ago and loved it. That's why I use it. That's why I've made them available here. We're building up the feeling of openness. So when we start doing fast harmonic slurs, you're familiar with this sensation. Are you sacrificing it or are you maintaining it? Simple as that. I will do one spirometer. Again, I've got a different one, a cheaper one in the wind pack than this, but these are awesome. So standard breath, about the 4.5 litre mark. It's not that scientific, but it's about that mark. I think I've got 5 to 5.5 litre lung capacity, but maybe, who knows. All right, so here we go. I'm just going to go for a long tone, see if I can get a minute, and then I'll get straight into the harmonic slurs. So it's good to really fill the lungs a couple of times. Try it at home. I encourage you to do it with me. I'll start at the 12. So you can see the clock going around. Here it is, just here. So we'll prepare, we'll do a few deep breaths. Then ideally at the top of the breath, and if you don't start right on the 12 and it makes you jerk, that's okay. Just around there where you feel comfortable. It's got to be real soft. So the middle of the lips are relying on next to no pressure. And again, that feeling of, I want it to be like that, okay? Passive reduction. Here we go. F. Might seem extreme, but we're expanding, we're finding our limits, and when we've got that to use, I'm never going to do that on a gig, but the ability to be able to do it means our fundamental technique is going to be better. Now, that was almost a minute 10. Is that a result of the last 2.5 weeks' work? I don't know. Might have been a lucky breath. Who knows? Doesn't matter. But just doing it every day, just pushing a boundary, and you will do it. Again, Rafael Mendez. Play a piece. Play for as long as you can in one breath, and then add another measure, and another measure, and another measure, and another measure, until the neighbours complain. Love it. So I'll start at 144. Now, it looks like there's a real discrepancy in my chart there at 138. So I better, actually I'll start at that one, because something clearly went wrong. So, and what do I need? I only need 25 to tick a box, and that's what we're about, trying to tick a box every day. So 138. So I'm going to do it beat by beat today, just to, because I'm warming up, even though I'm not warming up. I played about 2 hours of trombone today, so this could be a disaster. Now notice when I'm doing this, there's no sense of blow. Air in, it's just impacting the pipe. And if I was to do the preparatory exercise here, wah 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 wah, it's the movement of the lips that is creating the pitch. Wah 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 wah. So there's 15. I've already ticked 15 and ticked 20, so let's go for the 25. I'm just going to go for as long as I can. It's easy when you've got a hair or something stuck on your tongue. Right. So I got 45, no I didn't, no, 30, 35, almost 40. So we go down and we tick the box. 25, 30, 35. Yeah, I didn't quite get 40. So there we go, we've ticked the box for today, so that's cool. Alright, so then I'll go across to 152. I'm going real fast today. Any questions? I'll just jump across, make sure there's no questions. No, this is good. Hopefully the sound is okay. I've got a new setup here. So, and yesterday it only recorded in left-hand channel, so hopefully it's fixed today. 152. So what am I looking for here? 15 seconds. So it shows it's a steep drop off. Oh no, no. That was 160. 25 seconds we're looking for. So it was 10. Now go for it. I was just playing too loud to go for too long, but I got the 25 seconds, so ticked another box. It's good. That's all we're trying to do. Go up to 160. So I got 10, which is already there. So go for 15. What you'll find, and I'm finding it, I can feel it, and if you've been doing it from the start, you'll be starting to feel it. And if you're just starting out, that's okay. But you will, if you're just starting out, you should really go back to week 1 as well. And I actually got a video from someone who's starting now, who will have missed a lot of stuff, because there's a lot of talking. They're pretty much all just lessons, really. But a lot of the fundamentals can't be missed. But you'll feel the little tweak in those aperture corners. Here's the whoa, 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 whoa. So that's just nuts. That is just nuts. It's exactly what I'm talking about. 15, 20, 25. Now, clearly yesterday that was not a breath issue. Oops, I didn't tick that. Cancel. It is just, that was not a breath issue. That was just a technique issue, being able to stay up to tempo. And that time it just locked into everything I'm talking about. You become familiar with these things. It's freaking awesome. It's amazing. So if you're just watching through Facebook and you haven't started this yet, go to mysterytomastery.com/WIHSC. Let me put that up just quickly. mysterytomastery.com WIHSC, no hashtag on it, and then /register. Get started. Week 1. Do it. 168. So we've got 1, 2, 4, 8. We've got 5 seconds. I've never played 10 seconds at this tempo. What? Why not? There's the physical movement. There's nothing to it. So that was wavering a bit. I wasn't intending to go for the 10 seconds, but it was feeling good, so I thought I'd stick with it. So I'll start on the 12. So it's just one of those days. It's just one of those days where things start to happen. That's crazy. Cool, huh? So what's that? That was 10, 15, and 20. Can't make this up. It's just the way the body develops, becomes more comfortable. If you're new here, what are we doing it for? It's all about efficiency. You do not work harder to be able to go for longer or to be able to do it faster. It's not about working harder, it's about working less hard, expelling less energy, finding the perfect flow between airflow and aperture corner tension. Wah, 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 wah. That's what triggers the pitch in the horn. And as you can see, the gradient there of the graph, clearly these ones here are not breath related, because as you'll see here, I did 108 for 60 seconds. So it's got nothing to do with breath control. It's all got to do with alignment in the face. What happens when we try to play faster? The body tightens up and kicks the air. And I'm noticing with the videos that I'm getting, I can guarantee that most of the people that are sending them, if they were to get their magnifying glass out, so I've put all of my stuff down on the ground because I was recording. If you're looking really deeply at the feeling of passive, and then looked really, notice I don't have to do anything when I start talking. How hard is it to play the trumpet and play the cornet, play the trombone? It's all the same business. It's all keeping open here. What I'm noticing, that people will notice, is that the feeling will be different. They're going to feel more of a backup here because they're used to that feeling, and they're not sort of going, oh, they accept it as part of playing a brass instrument, as opposed to just completely letting it go and going, no, we need to get a sympathetic oscillation of the lead pipe. I want the lips to interact with the air as if they're the vocal cords, and then going through this. Now, again, you can watch this and you'll get something from it, but just take some time out and start and work through the course. It's not expensive. It's all explained there, step by step, and it makes sense. Come and tell me it doesn't make sense. I've never had anyone say that yet. So by all means, be the first. It's just logical. Less work. How does the voice work? Transfer that to the horn. And lips, wah, 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 wah. That's what's stimulating the overtone in the pipe. It feels like... And I'm just playing a low C, but you'll see people just load up and then push the C, and everything's engaged. Pardon me, pardon me, pardon me. When you don't need to. You don't need to. That's like pulling a slingshot back and then throwing the stone. We've done the work on the inhalation. The backswing. If you haven't seen the backswing, you're nowhere near ready for doing this challenge. Just saying. Open, 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 open. There's the energy. That's all I'm using here. Air in, release. It's just that. I got an email before from someone going, because I posted some of this stuff on Trumpet Herald, and the email was, man, I cannot believe the tiny amount of responses you get for the material you've put up there and for the gold that's in it. And I just said, just fighting the good fight, my friend. You know, just got to keep putting it out there. If you embrace what I'm saying, it will work. It's just different to what people are used to, what they expect. Maybe because I'm not Maurice Andre or I'm not Wayne Bergeron, who I'm friends with, he's amazing. Maybe because I'm not Maynard Ferguson or James Morrison or Wynton Marsalis, they're not going to listen. But if you get stuck into this and understand where we're coming from and understand the sensation of it, you'll let go of things that you don't need to be doing, and your playing's going to get easier and you'll enjoy it more. It's that simple. So if you're enjoying it, please get your friends on board. Please share it. Please help me out. Just trying to share this stuff. It's really important. Here we go, 168. So, slingshot. Just let it go. What? Tiny movement. See, I had no intention of playing for that long, but this is one of those days right now, and you'll all have it, when all of a sudden something clicks in. Like, I'm killing it today. And I don't know why. Maybe because I've been playing all day long, I'm all loosened up or something. Maybe that's got something to do with it. I don't know. I don't know. I don't think so. It's just I'm feeling, it's not warm up doing it. It's just the awareness of it. You can just feel the refined little activations that need to happen. Minuscule activations. Crazy. 184. Flying. I don't think for a second I'll get beyond up to 5 seconds on the fast tempo, but maybe it'll happen. Who knows? 184. What? Oh. If you've not seen me before and I say to you right now, let the sound back in. If I was to open the lips, let the sound back in, that will confuse a lot of people. Opening the lips, just that. But resonance is instrument and body. So we need to let the trumpet or the cornet back into the body before sound comes out the bell. That, energizing the air in the body and the pipe. It pulled down towards the end, but I'm pretty comfortable I got 10 seconds there. I'll do it again. If I wasn't doing it so loud, I reckon I could have gone for 15. So there we go. There's 5 seconds and there's 10 seconds. Ticking a lot of boxes today. Just saying. 192. And again, I'm probably going for longer than what some of you will want to spend on your harmonic slurs. You might just want to come in and check in. Just do a couple. Which was kind of my plan, but it feels so good I'm just going to keep going. But this is how it works. All of a sudden, when you least expect it, it's, you know, things happen. So, 200. Or was it 192? I can't remember. I had already changed my metronome. I can't think and talk at the same time. So, anyway, 192. Maybe I got to 10, didn't I? It felt so. Maybe I can get 15. Let's just go nuts. Oh, no. What am I talking about? 192. I got 5. So, let's see if we can get 10. That feels horrible from the start. And there does become a point that, again, those of you that have seen it from the start, the lips start to get a bit confused because you don't generally do this and do so much of it. So now I've gone beyond what I can normally do. So they just felt like they're getting a bit confused. So what I'll do now is go back to 116 because I've only got 40 seconds. So we should hopefully be able to beat that. And so a trick that I learned from Paul Mayer, who's an amazing cornetist. You might have seen him play the characteristic study number 1 from the Arbon. And the introduction there is long, and he does it all in one breath. And so what he was talking about, which makes perfect sense, is to get a few deep breaths in and almost hyperventilate. And so hyperventilation, when you get all dizzy and stuff, it's because blood stops flowing because the carbon dioxide levels have dropped, and the brain and the blood needs the carbon dioxide in the system. So the levels have dropped, so they stop the flow of the air until the carbon dioxide levels elevate, and so we're going to get a lot of oxygen in, but not to the point of hyperventilating. You'll know when you start to feel dizzy. We don't want to get to that point. Better set the metronome. Just try it. If you're sitting at home watching it, I'll start on the 9. Here we go. Oh no, I'll give you time. We'll start on the 12. Take a couple of deep breaths. Even if you're only doing eighth notes, even if you're only doing quarter notes, it doesn't matter. There you have it. An observation. Well, firstly, a fact. A lot of professional players do not know how to do harmonic slurs. Fact. A lot of people have played their careers and not known how to do harmonic slurs. Fact. Fact coming from the fact that the psychology is blow faster. So instantly there's that psychology there. There is extra added air pressure, putting extra pressure on the chops. So when I say to them, what's this? Is it familiar or foreign? They go absolutely foreign because they've spent their whole life playing like this. I might offend some people. Bad language warning coming up. I did a 5.5-hour masterclass with Adam Rapper in Copenhagen. Oops, daisy. And I'm talking about all this stuff, and Adam won't mind me saying it, but this is what he said. And this is how he refers to it. He said it, there's little kids and there's grandmas and there's all sorts of ages, a bunch of people there. 5.5 hours we spoke for. I went first. I was not going to go after Adam Rapper. But he organised it. It was terrific. It's fantastic. He gets up there and says there are two sorts of players. There are pissers and there are shitters. Right? Pissers, shitters. And I'm in shock. I'm literally sitting there going, did you just say that out loud? But the analogy's fantastic. Because, think about it, it's that versus... And he made the transition in his playing from one to the other. Freed everything up. Knows all about shape. Can be in standing bow pulling poses and play double C's until the cows come home. It's just an awareness. And we spend our lives going around telling people there's an easier, better way. And if you understand it, you're going to get better results. And the thing is about this whole challenge, if you understand what we're doing and why we're doing it, it's really simple. Close your eyes and hum. Does it feel like that when you're playing? If you say to yourself honestly, no, the brain back here will be going, yeah, but it can't because I'm playing the instrument. Can't feel like that. Yes, it can. Yes, it can. Think about it. Responsive vocal cords, responsive oscillator in the lip. air vibrating. It only feels harder if you're blowing into a resistance. I'm just going to keep saying it. And it's because of comments like that people don't respond to the videos, because they just don't believe it. But it's fact. It's just fact. It's just fact. And when you discover it by learning what we do in the Largo stage and finding that sympathetic oscillation, which a lot of people struggle to get, and if you're new here, please just let me quickly... Sympathetic to the pressure in the air and the vibration in the system. It's not easy to do, but it's really easy to do. It's not easy to do if you've been playing a long time and you're just ingrained with negative tension. I had a second lesson with an 8-year-old girl. She's tiny, and zero tolerance for anything other than and then we go through the whole system. And when that first note popped out in the first lesson, and it was a higher pitch on the lead pipe, it was bizarre, and this look of sheer shock. It's like, how did that happen? And her mum and I laughed because of the face. And the first note on the instrument was this. She's got the concept of the mouth compression, just, the tongue releasing the air, energizing. And I don't get complicated with kids. You just give them simple ideas, and they know when they're not doing it right. And for the first week, of course, there's the breath. No. Your lungs aren't under your under your arms here. Your lungs are here. So she came in the second week, had it nailed, right? And then one time she goes, and she laughed and stopped before I said it. It's really simple. It's really simple. We don't need to let our kids get away with all this negative tension stuff when there's an easier way. 200. I'll stop ranting. It's really important. I'll stop ranting. It's got to be... I'll stop ranting. Preparatory exercise. Wah, wah, wah. Wah, wah, wah. Wah, 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 wah. So 5 seconds I've never been able to do. Wah, 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 wah. So why not? I can physically do it. The air's moving. I know that I can move my mouth. So the body's now experienced it by using the visualizer. The body has experienced it. So then it goes, okay, well, it's capable of doing it. I've had the rim on there. I'm capable of doing it. It does change when we get on. You might have seen a couple of days ago. It does change. As soon as the lip becomes involved in the oscillation. There's the point where you go, that's really interesting. Now, I know that there's no backup of pressure. I'm not kicking the air, but there is something going on at this speed. Now, have a look. 192, 184. I can't do those for a minute. So what happens? This is the question. One beat. Close, really close. 1, 2, 4. So I've actually already got 5 seconds. I can tell that I'm just trying to force the air a little bit too much. I've got to sit back behind it and stop putting the chops under so much pressure. I think 10 seconds is a long way away, but we just keep trying. Oh, hang on, no, it is 5. What am I talking about? So it just pulls back that fraction. That's what we're here to figure out. Rightio. And again, to put it into perspective, and I've been putting myself on the, out there. So I've got that bit, but as soon as I cut and paste it into the whole section, the A I choke up on. Just exactly like that. So you slow it down. And then gradually get it faster and faster and faster. And my valves again, terrible. Kills me, makes me laugh. Rightio. Again, I'm never going to be playing that out in public, but it's just one of those funny things. We've got to find the things, our little things that just get in the way. That's what we're doing. 208. If I can't get 10 seconds at 200, why can't I do it at 208? And beware, I could go and start using the hand. You can do that, but if you've read Zen in the Art of Archery, you will know why that's a bad thing to do. And then the archery master stopped teaching the student, even though he managed to figure out to do something with his archery to hit the bullseye. It was anti-process, and the master goes, "Ta-ta, not going to teach you anymore." And it took him a long time, this guy, to get the respect of the master back, because he knew that he cheated and he wasn't learning much. So imagine if you could do your hand like that really fast and make it work. Is that a good thing for your playing? Definitely not. Point made. So I'm going to finish up there. Again, ticking boxes every day, both duration and tempo. I got sent a great video that I was going to share, and I haven't put it up yet, but it was basically someone going, "G'day Greg, this is where I'm up to tempo-wise. This is where I'm up to. I can only do one beat, and here's my practice progress chart." It's like, perfect. Well done. That's the way I want to see it. So, send us your videos. It's not too late. We're only halfway through. So we're now into the second half of the thing, and how fast has it gone? If you've been here since the start, when I know a lot of people, when they saw the first video and went, "This is going to go for 5 weeks," they would have just gone, "Oh, I can't do that. That's way too long. I'm not interested in that." But I can guarantee for those people that started at week 1 and understand what we're doing and get to the end of week 5, you're going to come a lot further than what the people that haven't done it are, especially doing it every day. That's the challenge. I can guarantee it. It's just all about efficiency building. And people can sit there and reinforce negative tension. You can do that if you want, but it's ultimately going to lead you down the path to frustration. If you understand the voice, there it is right there. There it is right there. And embrace that. Take it into your playing. You're going to unlock a lot of stuff. You're going to develop further, more quickly, and you're going to understand. You're going to be able to troubleshoot if you're having problems with your playing. And that's, of course, really important as well. So on that note, my dear friends, I love you all. Thank you for taking part in the Windworks International Harmonic Slur Challenge. I hope you're having fun wherever you are. And just keep in mind, we're lucky to be playing an instrument. There's freaking houses burning down the road. It's very sad. So if you get frustrated with your playing, keep things into perspective, because it's really, we're just playing a bit of music, Not that important. We're not saving lives. So on that philosophical note, I'm going to wander across here and stop streaming, and I will see you tomorrow morning at 10 o'clock Australian Eastern Standard Time. So that'll be a nice evening for my American friends, and some stupid o'clock in the UK. But hey, if you're dedicated, just your neighbours won't mind you sitting there smashing out harmonic slurs at 2 o'clock in the morning. Go nuts. See you tomorrow.